You can shoot your shot with a Kardashian, but you can't even shoot not one jump shot on the court. How does that work? What's up, y'all? Today we're going to be talking about the Rookie of the Year race, okay? The awards are announced later today, and I'm going to react to all the awards after they're done, but I just wanted to say my piece on Rookie of the Year before it happens. I want to bring a fresh perspective to this argument because some of you guys really aren't thinking it through. And I know you guys have probably watched like millions of videos on this already. You're like, ugh, who cares? But I'm gonna bring some analogies. Y'all know my analogies are kind of fire. So I'm gonna see if I can change your guys' mind. I don't know where you guys stand. I feel like it's like half and half. We've got to just quickly run down the stats just to get it out there in this video. I know you guys probably already know, but let's just run down the stats real quick and then get to the nitty-gritty. First up, we've got Donovan Mitchell, 20.5 points per game, 3.7 assists per game, and 3.7 rebounds per game. He was the leading scorer by 7 points on his team, but he was third in assists, guys. Joe Ingles, a small forward, got more assists than him. Yeah. However, he did lead the Utah Jazz to 5th in the Western Conference despite the injury problems they were going through, and they lost in the second round of the playoffs to the Rockets. Okay, tough team to beat. On the other hand, we have Ben Simmons. Benjamin, I don't know if his name is Benjamin, but 15.8 points per game, 8.2 assists per game, and 8.1 rebounds. That is a thick, with 2 C's, stat line. Super thick. He did play the most games out of everyone, but he was not the leading scorer, okay? Joel Embiid was with 22.9 points, and then JJ Redick even was above Benjamin. This is like, you know, he was not the leading scorer, but he did lead in assists, and he did lead the team to 3rd in the East throughout all their injury problems as well. Joel Embiid being out, missing all those games, he carried them. Triple-double after triple-double. It was insane, but then again, it is the East, okay? The East is a little easier, but we're not including that. Just act like I had never said that. They also lost in the second round, and they lost to the Celtics. Yeah. So now, with all the stats out the way, you guys see kind of where they're at. They've both impacted their teams greatly. Now comes the question. Who's Rookie of the Year? The reason this has been such a debate, if you don't know, is because this is actually Ben Simmons' 2nd year in the league. No. 2nd year in the league. He did not play the first year because he got injured, so he sat out every single game. But he was in the league. It's his 2nd year. So that's what's tripping people up. People are saying, look, Donovan Mitchell is his 1st year in the league. He was just sitting in classes. And then he hopped into the league and he's already tearing it up like that. Whereas Ben Simmons has had time to watch highlights, work with NBA level trainers, travel with the team to see different NBA teams in person, like scouting all of them out. Like he's had some time, you know, to develop. Even though he didn't really play a game, but he's had a little head start. That's what people are saying. So people are saying Donovan Mitchell is a real rookie. Ben Simmons isn't. On the other side of things, there are people that are like, look, Ben Simmons is a rookie because he has not played an NBA game. Technically, they're right. So that's the main argument, main issue here. But first, I have to address the people that are like, why are we even arguing about this? The rule is the rule. We're not gonna change it because of this, so why are we arguing? The rule's like it is, so let's just compare them like it. No. Okay? People want to talk about it. It's an interesting topic. So be open to it. Why even? I don't get y'all sometimes. Because here's the thing. Rules change over time, sweetie. Okay? If there was an unfair law, guess what? They change it. Alright? So the rule could possibly be changed. Now, Adam Silver did say he wasn't really thinking about changing it. He is open to hearing suggestions, but that's really not on the table at the moment, even though they're going through all this. So that's that on that. And all of NBA history, it's been this way. So like, why would they change it now? But I do think it should be discussed. You know, why not? So that's why we're discussing it today, just if you guys are wondering. I've just seen so many comments. Why are we even deliberating on this? This is not, because clearly there's something to deliberate on if it's such a point of contention. That was an SAT word. Give yourself a round of applause. Wow. Now let's just break this down. So if you play 0 minutes in the NBA, you're still a rookie your 2nd year. Okay. Now, I don't know what the rule is on this. What if you're injured for 2 straight years? Is that a thing? Has anyone ever been injured for 2 straight years? What if you're injured for 2 straight years and then you come into the league? Are you still a rookie? And if you are, what if you cut up the league, you tear it up, and you're all of a sudden rookie of the year? Would that make a difference? If it's 1 or 2 years? Does time make a difference? If you say yes, listen to this, okay? Because my friend, Julius Randle, playing for the Lakers, well, hopefully over this offseason. We'll talk about that, Magic and Rob, okay? We need to have a discussion. We do. But Julius Randle, he actually broke his leg 13 minutes into the very first game of the season. 13 minutes. Broke his leg out for the entire season, guys. If you're a Laker fan, you remember that. Terrible times, bleak moments. Not the best. The next year, he was not eligible for Rookie of the Year award. Why? Because he played 13 minutes, or he was in the game for 13 minutes. Now, how are your feelings on that? You know, he didn't even play a full game, but he's not a rookie.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Play 0 minutes, you're a rookie, you should be eligible. Like, I don't see it like that. I see it as a gray area because you do get certain advantages from traveling with an NBA team, having NBA level trainers available to you at all times. And yeah, you can argue they have this in college. Stop it. Stop it. In the NBA, your whole life, even though in college your whole life revolves around basketball, but in NBA, like, it's another level. We're not going to discuss that. Please don't try to. It's the same. It's not, sweetie. Okay? Everything is basketball. You have access to so much more in the NBA. NBA level trainers, you have NBA facilities ready for you every single day. You have dietitians. You have literally a whole team for you. You feel me? In the NBA. And you eat, breathe, sleep, sweat that for the entire year with your rehabilitation. So yeah, you're not playing, but you're getting that basketball knowledge. And so for the next year, I do think you do have an advantage. Okay, now this is time for one of my famous analogies. My analogies usually either go great or terribly. So I'm just gonna spit this one out and y'all, I'm gonna give it up to God, okay? It's either good or it's bad. Here we go. Put yourself in this situation too. Please don't look at it from, I'm a Ben Simmons fan or I'm a Donovan Mitchell fan, so, you know, just stop. Put yourself in this scenario and tell me how you feel. Please. Stop being biased for a second and just remove yourself from that bias. I know a lot of y'all can't do that, but try with me, okay? So let's say there's a competition, okay, for a scholarship. $10,000 scholarship. I'm competing against this dude named Bobby, okay? Now, me and Bobby are dirt poor. We can't afford to go to college. So this scholarship is a full ride and it will get us into college, okay? One of us. Don't give up on the analogy, okay? I'm just setting it up, all right? So basically, we both have to take the SAT. We both have to take the SAT, the same SAT. Now, the prize is a full ride scholarship to college. We both have to take the SAT, okay? Now, Bobby gets to take a year prior to the test to study the test, to look at the test, to train for the test. Tutors 24/7 available. You know, he gets to see examples of different SATs, so he gets to see the questions. He's familiar with it. You hear me? Familiar with it. Now, the only training I have for the SAT is high school, okay? We both have high school training though. Everybody's in high school going to college, right? We both have high school training. That's what I have to draw from to go to the SAT. You know, certain teachers do SAT training in class. That's cool. That's what I get. He gets 24/7 around the clock tutoring. He gets to see the booklet and he gets practice tests and all that for a year. A year before the test. Then the day comes to take the test. I walk in the test. He walks in the test and he destroys the test. Okay, he does really well. And I do really well too, but he outscores me by 2 points. 2 points! And he gets a scholarship. I gotta stay home and I just gotta work at McDonald's. Okay, now I'm gonna be flipping those burgers real salty. I'm gonna put extra salt on the fries because I'm salty. He got a whole year to train. I got thrown in there and I still almost beat him. would be salty. I don't know if you put the pieces together, but let me explain it for you. I think that was a good analogy. I think it was low-key. So how would you feel if you were in my position going up against Bobby? You would feel just fine, like, oh, well, he got it. Congratulations. Like, no, I feel like I would be a little salty because he had extra time to train and, you know, build that knowledge. Even though, yes, he didn't actually take the test, he was able to build all that knowledge and have more. He had access to more than I did, you know? So, if you didn't catch on by now, I'll let you in on a little secret. I am Donovan Mitchell. Bobby is Ben. I know, hard to decipher. I feel like that was a good analogy. Was that on point? I think it was good. Ben Simmons has had extra time to train. I do think that puts him at an advantage. I really, truly do. Whether I think that or not, it doesn't really matter. The rule is that if you haven't played any minutes, you're a rookie. And the thing is, I feel like it would kind of be messed up to take away the chance to win Rookie of the Year from Ben Simmons because of an injury that he can't control. He didn't choose to be injured. You know, if he was eligible to play, he probably would have put up those same points or whatever, and, well, maybe not, but he probably would have, you know, produced well, and he could have been in the running for Rookie of the Year. So, like, to take that away from someone because they get injured really sucks, okay? Some people say, oh, well, it is what it is. Y'all are cold-hearted. And some people are like, yeah, you shouldn't be able to take it away just because of an accident that has nothing to do with him. And I kind of lean on that side a little more. I agree. But with that, you just have to know that it's gonna create this type of conflict because he is at an advantage. He just simply is, and that's that on that. Now, how he was able to have all those trainers all that time and still not develop a jump shot is beyond me, but we're not going there. I also think it's important to mention that this has happened before, actually kind of in recent history. John Wall and Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin was injured all of his first year, came back his second year, rookie year, and dominated. He won Rookie of the Year, while John Wall thought his numbers were good enough to win Rookie of the Year. You know, he was not in the same draft class, he was actually a rookie. And he still didn't win. So that was, I feel like, the most recent time that has happened. And somebody asked John Wall, and John Wall said he thought they should be co-Rookie of the Years, which is interesting because I thought he would land on the side of Donovan Mitchell. But he thought it should be co-Rookie of the Years. That has happened 3 times in history. Very rare, but it's happened. And you know, I don't really know about that. I feel like they wouldn't really like that as much as having one person win it or not. So who would I lean to for Rookie of the Year? I think I would lean towards, obviously, Donovan Mitchell. I feel like you could pick that up over the course of the video. I would lean towards Donovan Mitchell just because he's the team's leading scorer. Like, everything kind of fell to him, you know, whereas the 76ers, yes, he carried a lot of times, but they did have some other people that were really popping off for him. The Jazz, Hayward was gone, Rodney Hood traded away. Like, Rodney Hood put up a lot of points for him as well, so it like fell to him. Whereas the 76ers, they had Joel Embiid, they had other players to step up. And also, like, what hurt him for me was watching the Celtics just abuse him. They saw that he couldn't shoot, not one jump shot. They backed up, the rest was history. I said, look it, man, like, you literally caused your team to lose. I was like, okay, you know, he's great, you know, regular season, he might have won it, but to me, Rookie of the Year, I gotta give it to Donovan Mitchell. I hope he wins. This is not an official prediction, because it very may well go to Ben Simmons, but if I had to choose personally, I would choose Donovan Mitchell. And I'm not trying to penalize Ben Simmons for an injury that he couldn't control either, you know. Even though he does have the advantage, I do think it's a little, you know, he just has an advantage. I don't know if it's unfair, but he just has a little bit of an advantage. I still wouldn't hold that against him, though, just because he really can't control that. I feel really bad taking that opportunity away from him. But even still, regardless of the advantage, I would just give it to Donovan Mitchell. But I think probably the advantage is kind of swaying my mind a bit. It probably is. But if Ben Simmons was the leading scorer, I would definitely change my tune. He did lead in assists, though. But, you know, I don't know. It's like right here for me. Honestly, when I heard that Ben Simmons was dating one of the Kardashian whatevers, I was like, okay, you know what? He must not care about his basketball career, because we know what happens every time an NBA player dates one of them, so I said, he must not really care. Donovan. That was really what tipped the scale for me. So congratulations, Ben. You clearly don't care. You can shoot your shot with a Kardashian, but you can't even shoot not one jump shot on the court. How does that work? Tragic. That's all I have for today. Comment down below who you think is Rookie of the Year, who you think should win it. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for some more videos this week. It's gonna be a really lit week. Check out here to watch some NBA reactions, and check out one of my latest videos down here. Subscribe to join Splash Squad. That's a must. And I'll see y'all later.